24,700,000 American children live without their biological dad.
Hello everyone. This parental alienation thing is very serious. It's not getting enough attention. And our kids are suffering ultimately, as well as us as adults, but we're adults. And I have my own personal sad story. I don't choose to sit here and cry anymore. Tired of crying, tired of telling the sad story. I've gotten to the point now to where I want to win. I want to fight. And I've joined many groups. I've seen many groups on Facebook, and I realize that everybody wants to start their own individual group, and we're never going to win like that. We're never going to win like that. Everybody wants to have their own specific, logo or whatever it may be. Until the day that we unite, we come together as a large group, because there is a lot of us. We're just not united. Pay attention to history. It's very simple. Very simple. Human rights, women's rights. Even recently, there was a huge women's rights movement. It was incredible. That's what we are not doing. That's the reason why we're still struggling. That's the reason why we're not winning. And I've listened to radio stations. I've listened to multiple people, and about what we want to do and this and that, and we're just not doing it. And I don't feel that we're supporting each other. There are people who are doing stuff. Someone who I admire in New Jersey, he's moving forward in politics, which is great. There are several people with news outlets, news stations, radio stations. A lot of people making videos, people making very good videos, very well produced. I just feel that we don't support each other. And what I do realize, I studied a little bit, and I've noticed that people who go viral on the internet, it's the topics that we don't, really care about because we have our own personal agenda. They go viral because people share it, people like it, and that's how that works. And what I decided to try to do was start a page, not to start my own group, not to get followers, not to get likes, not to get any of that. My whole intention with everything was to unite everybody. Was to try to get all these individual groups to unite, because I did the math, and we're in the 6 digits and there's probably more, but we're definitely in the 6 digits. Unfortunately, we're in individual groups. So I tried to start something, unite it, Parental Alienation Network. And if you listen to exactly what it says, first word is united, parental alienation, which is our issue, and networking, which is all of us coming together, which is a perfect example. Any group who puts a very good video out with a very strong message, then we share it, we like it, we make it go viral amongst our community, in order to share that information, and hopefully it gets out. Even when people make videos of success stories, there've been a few success stories. A very good friend of mine recently was able to get a judge to recuse himself. Now that's awesome, but what I would have loved was for that to be shared and liked throughout the entire country, throughout all these groups, so that way somebody somewhere else who might be sitting there, deep in their sorrow, might have a bit of hope of, hey, you know what? I'm going to learn from this guy, or maybe I can reach out to this guy. Maybe I can do the same thing over here. Until we start communicating and networking with each other a little bit more, we're still struggling here. So my hope is, I'm starting this page, and I don't want to be a CEO. Some people have CEOs. I was the founder of this page. I don't care about any of that. I really don't. These groups and other things have already been started. There's people already making movements. Now, my goal is trying to get as much as I can with my efforts is to get these groups together. So, for example, if somebody in, I don't know, we'll just pick a state, somebody in Chicago or Idaho, wherever, decides to go ahead and they need to do a march or they want to do something, that maybe all of us, who knows, some people get in the car and go and travel and support each other. But it'd be great if you only had 100 people and then tomorrow you had 1,000 people. It'd be awesome if we all be able to do something at the same time throughout the whole country and make a little bit of a statement to where maybe a news outlet would pick it up and say, hey, what's going on here? But until we come together, until we unite, it's not going to happen. Now, those words sound pretty common. We hear them all the time. Oh, yeah, unite and strength in numbers. They sound like phrases. They sound like, things that we hear every day. But stop. Think about it. Think about it for a moment. Human rights, women's rights, what did they do? They united. Strength in numbers. It became a big group. They made themselves very loud. And there was success. And I'm tired of crying. I'm ready to win. And my effort in this cause is not trying to start something that other people have already started. My effort in this would be uniting everybody, making these numbers bigger together. Us supporting each other. Social media is very huge. I don't think we're using social media the way we should be. We have YouTube. YouTube is huge. YouTube is huge. Facebook is huge. But we should support each other. So we should all have the same numbers on our pages. As far as for people who are viewing us, we should all be together. Again, it may sound corny, but think about it for a second. And now, my statement is, I don't want to hear no more sob stories. I would love to hear from people as to what we can do. Let's figure this out. Let's become a little bit more aggressive as to how we're going to do this. How we're going to reach out to each other. What laws, what do we need to do? We all have to express our feelings once in a while. But every so often, we need a little tough love. We got to toughen up, and let's make this happen by supporting each other. I'm not going to go on any further, but I do welcome. That's what this page is about. I would love for all of us to get together on this page. I welcome ideas. I welcome anything into the progression of coming closer to some kind of solution or some kind of movement, a fast movement, something that's going to happen. I thank you. And P.S. I'm not going to be able to do this alone. We're all going to need each other. And I'm going to need your help. You can reach me at upan.movement@aol.com. And my Facebook page is United Parental Alienation Network. Soon I'll be starting a YouTube. When I start the YouTube, I will give you that information as well. Thank you, everyone. And I look forward to hearing from you soon.